Thunder Radio, where we groove as the spirit moves. Yeah. Drawing the honey from the rock with the righteous Reverend Doctor on Booming Thunder Radio.
Welcome back, mighty friends. Yeah, Brother TC coming at you live from down in the swamps. Yeah, the bayou, y'all. That little old P-roll, that old swamp boat. Yeah, she don't get around the way she used to, y'all. Yeah, y'all doing a good job. Yeah, the eagle soars and yeah, the earth quakes. The talons are washed in the sea, and the eagles crest upon snow-capped mountains this very day. Yeah, they have mercy in a measure that brings forth hands as angels upon the earth. A scroll work of old upon their temples. In the heavens they have built inside their hearts. Having bonded with the wise master builder, the eternal Father, the unknowable God, yea, his everlasting glory, yea, found by these men alone, yea, whispered by their fathers, yea, in the light of day, unbeknownst to the darkness revealed in earthen vessels made with iron and clay. The rod of iron, yea, that has been set forth in New Orleans, yea, and that monument down there, yeah, you know who you are. Sword undrawn, horse reared up on its end. Washington's cannons overlook the gates. Yea, the Pantheon trembles once again. Yea, for they sing the song of Moshe and the song of the Lamb within their hearts. Yea, their children sing this song they've taught them in the Word, yea, for the eternal Father's greatest delight, yea, his Sabbath day, his tears flow as the children, yea, all the little children of light, come and say with their little bird-like songs, O everlasting one, fill us with your light this day, yea, this day that is coming forth. Yea, let us prepare this day for that great awakening on the morrow, y'all. Yea, that place where the old cauldron once hung. Yea, now it's a honeypot scene. Yea, by the golden eagles within us all. Yea, may your talons and the fish you bring forth feed your family with mercy and grace. Yea, let the cups be raised. Yea, those that spilt the red wine on their dress. Yea, their shamefulness all over their face. Wicked witches of Endor, Yeah, let them be no more. Let the songs in these angels' hearts bring forth the everlasting glory within us all. Yea, mighty friend, you only have to believe the size of a mustard seed. But that mustard seed must be in the right soil. It doesn't have to be planted that deep like what's done in the valley. Yea, the rod of Cain blocking the way of the Red Sea and the Great Divide. Yea, may you love the Word everlasting made flesh in your heart. A willing vessel, yea, skillfully crafted, each chip, yea, removed, yea, from your magnificence hidden inside. Ego slain, Napoleon dead for all time. Mercy and truth are in these angels' hearts. Let those that come for us, yea, know, yea, only the lightning bolt, but never receive the booming thunder revelation, yea, that awakens their family from their sleep, their loving kindness for all the generations, yea, forgiven in the power of the word of their Father's house, yea, doing only what the Father wants. A faithful son as Yahushua HaMashiach, yea, as the Messiah in your heart. Yea, may he be in each of our hearts, that we can be a choir director that comes out of our tent of meeting in the fourth watch each day, seeking first the kingdom of light upon the earth, yea, in our heaven hidden inside this wickedness, yea, of Mystery Babylon hidden all around us in the natural. Yea, let your heart and eyes be awakened this day, that your mind could receive the revelation of the covering of the tabernacle, that you can commune with him, yea, like the King of Salem, yea, the King of Jerusalem, once again. Yea, a menorah lit, yea, as we sit at the temple door to greet you, it be on the right-hand side, our light field awaiting you. Our left hand upon the everlasting word that once truly understood removes the stonemason's work of the beautiful gate where the sultans of swing, yea, hang their heads and mourn. Their lustful, carnal minds, given over to virgins in the next world, a carnal creation of devil's delight, yea, pagans hidden in Mystery Babylon, wanting only to lustfully slay you by your irreverence to the word. Yeah, and their evilness in this way is what makes them righteous. The mystery of evil that carves you as a craftsman in the earth to make you a perfected angel, and you don't even know it. So are you an angel of light coming forth, mighty friend of a eternal Father's delight? Are you a pagan, deceiver, liar, murderer, yeah, concealer of the truth? Yeah. May this word this day be merciful in our heart upon each willing vessel to repent, that would receive in their heart and never receive, in that place of circumcision, anything else but this seed of glory, of everlasting glory, planted by the Mashiach himself, the Spirit of the Word that will come upon you if you only believe, and never in your wanting of thrusting, but only, the Father sends the Mashiach upon each willing vessel. He comes as a thief in the night, for if you knew when he come, you would have prepared a table for him. But your table has become a stumbling block on the Sabbath day. Yea, may it be forgiven. May the loaves of bread, the handling of the challah, the lustful nature, wickedness of Mystery Babylon, cast salt upon the bread from this day forth. And bake them together, 2 loaves for the family. And eat the crust if you are needing a double portion of forgiveness for what you have done. But should your heart be tender on the Sabbath day, a wanting of strengthening for the 6 days that are yet to come, then you take the tender morsel hidden inside the loaf, like leaven upon the earth, heaven, heavens in our hearts and minds going upon the earth, eternal, like our Father, our eyes opened. Oh, a seed, the smallest of all, taken, none other. Let us believe we can do this for 40 days and 40 nights, drinking only distilled water blessed by our hands given, eating no animal, no beastly nature upon the earth, for the spirits of wickedness are within them, more than you could ever understand. 40 days and 40 nights, eat only what the seed brings forth in the good earth. Spray it not with what the earth, Mystery Babylon, would tell you is good. For they have turned this world upside down. And if Mystery Babylon tells you it's good, then you know in your heart it's spiritually wicked for you and takes you down everywhere you look. Oh, a bacon sandwich, a bacon this, a bacon that. Oh, let's put the fan outside and get that bacon grease frying so everybody can smell it and come get their breakfast every morning. That way we can steal their spiritual power, these blind hogs at the trough, and we can rule the world. That's what Mystery Babylon does. You're too blind to see it. But that's okay. It took me 50 years to figure it out. The Father's asked us to come forth and make your way straight so you won't have to suffer 50 years like we did. I'm not even going to tell you what we went through to receive this word, to receive the mercy that we give unto each of you this day that lust for our blood. Yea, that have a wanting of lustfulness towards us. May you be forgiven and given a left hand mustard seed in your heart, that the right hand would cover it as the tabernacle. The revelation of the covering of the tabernacle. That's all you need, brother. That and the mustard seed. Yeah, and the song of Moshe, a song of David. Yeah, the love of Mashiach in each of our hearts. Turning away from wickedness and darkness, yea, and the rulers of darkness that are coming forth. They want to build a carnal temple, slay innocent blood continually, as is being done in dark places, in ways your mind can't imagine. Think of these things not, but this lustful world that has corrupted your mind since you were a little boy. They stole your innocence, and they built a machine to pour iniquity into you day and night. A television. Do you know where that comes from? It's a Nazi invention. They created it. Are you ready for this? So that they could communicate with the spirit world. And, they did this a long time ago. I called it back in the olden days when I talked to my granddaddy. And, well, even when I talked to my mom, I said, Mom, talking about when she was a kid. And I said, Mama, back in the olden days, how did y'all use the bathroom when there wasn't any commodes? And, what we did, we had a little outhouse, had a little crescent moon in the door, a mystery, yea. For if it had the fullness of darkness, everyone could see and smell what goes on inside. But the little crescent, the little aviv, gives just enough light where you can get your work done, and not be seen in Mystery Babylon. So let us raise our fifth cups each morning in the hope of glory in our sons' hearts. That Mashiach, in the perfect moment of Pesach, the mystery of shadow pictures of our fathers, the revelation of truth finally coming forth. Forgiveness for the fathers and the love of the mothers for their sons. That is what's seen, that great power, that hidden hand upon all the earth is what melts the heart of the Father with their flaming fire, their burning bush, their two as one inside each other, two as one, bringing forth spiritual sons and daughters. Yea, Jacob, a Joseph, dear friend, which are you? Ephraim or Manasseh? The mystery of heaven. Yea, things from heaven that should never be spoken upon the earth revealed. So there was once a young warrior from the tribe of Benjamin, and he came asking, if you find truth, what will you do with it? And I say to you all, when two become one, what will you do? Merciful one. Yea, faithful and true, full of mercy, talons securely piercing the branch. Yea, each branch of the eagle's wings seen, and the sails of the air, not of the prince, but of the King of righteousness and right understanding in each man's heart. They go forth with their swords fully hilted, and in before dawn's early light, they commune at the table with him, yea, in mighty Jehovah's greatest delight. Sing for joy to mighty Jehovah, who is our strength. Shout joyfully to mighty Jehovah of Jacob. Raise a song, strike the timbrel, the sweet-sounding lyre with the harp. Blow the trumpet at the new moon, at the full moon on our feast day. Yea, the redness of the sea, hidden before you all, spotless lambs. For it is a statute for Israel, yea, and an ordinance of the God of Jacob, that they must be outside the camp, yea, for their wickedness, yea, the iniquity between the woman and the seed. The mystery of heaven, yea, the blockage within the beautiful gate, a free will offering, yea, at the fourth watch, the kingdom of light and the righteousness of the Son of glory, the everlasting glory, yea, the Word living and breathing as flesh in your heart, wielding a spiritual sword as Elijah to witness the circumcision of each man's heart. Yea, for he established it for a testimony in Joseph, when he went throughout the land of Egypt, yea, even mystery Babylon till this very day. Yea, we heard a language that we did not know, We relieved his shoulder of the burden. His hands were freed from the basket. Yea, he gave freely unto us all. You called in trouble, and we rescued the ewes like little lambs. We answered you in the hiding place of thunder, yea, booming thunder, 7 peals, yea, now seen in the right hand, hidden inside, the twinkling of the eyes upon the earth, 2 as one, humble bondservants of the one that created all, fearing him. But what is it to fear him? To fear Yahovah is to hate evil, yea, and without using ways of darkness, but ways of glory, everlasting glory and light. Darkness is removed, yea, taken away quietly into the night, yea, the pit that they perverted the world with, yea, even their wives' own heart. That the word would be made true, that wickedness would be led away by Yahovah, that they, yea, and the one that they serve would be the one that leads them away to the pit, the lake of fire, and sifts them, yea, 6,000 years as 6 days. Yea, that their righteousness and truth would return, yea, in the millennium coming forth, fully repented, yea, removing the cancerous thing from the widow's mouth. The glory, the everlasting glory, can be seen by the children. For if you, spotless lamb, do not become as a little child, you shall not enter into the kingdom of light, and you shall not seek, yea, the eternal one. Yea, with the hope of glory in your heart, faithful to the 4th watch, and to the word, living and sharper than any double-edged sword upon a carnal man's hand, yea, a 2-fisted carnal beasts upon the earth. Yea, may their confession, may their repentance one to another, yea, let the swords in each of their hands, as the cherubim before the garden, pierce their heart and mind, and slay the beast within us that dares to slither in, that we can walk, yea, another day until the Sabbath day comes, and then ye stand, kindling no fire, but having done all to stand with the glory and sing as angels of light, the song of Moshe, yea, with the love of Moshiach, yea, the Vinedresser, the gatekeeper's son, given keys to one, where the whiteness of the paint was scratched off. They came from their left hand, and hung their ring, their wreaths, not upon their door, but upon a eunuch's, a pagan's, silver and golden vessels. Let them ring forth in this season, not in pagan mysteries. May they go to the pit, all those that deceive the hearts of men with Santa Claus and steal the innocence of the children. Like Grinches they come forth, stealing the love of the children, the innocence, the everlasting glory birthed in their hearts, that they may have it for themselves like devils and living beyond 60 years. Drinking blood, wickedness with the witch of Endor. May her burning be as the whore of mystery Babylon, smelt and seen by lustful carnal natures forever, mortified, in your heart. 7,000 years, or 6 more days, after you have prepared yourself this day, for dawn's early light on the Sabbath day, that your table would not be a stumbling block, mighty friend, that your bread would be baked with salt, big pieces of rock upon the top of the bread, the crust to be eaten by the most wicked, that they and their wickedness could find forgiveness in their heart, that they themselves could judge their own hearts, judge their own seed, where it goes and what it brings forth. A carnal nature of the world of 8 kabillion people, a Google upon the earth of wickedness, brought forth by the very ones that want to remove it in their lustful nature and not seek to bring all willing vessels forth by the love of their mother, the hidden hand pouring the oil. There is no other way. As the wickedness of our fathers, all these things we have inherited, the whole earth is asleep. All the virgins, there are none. We, the us, the few, the chosen, instruments of righteousness upon the earth. That if evil would have known, they would have never came to take away the King of glory upon the earth. But in their blindness, they plot their own graves, and their supper, like pinched off flowers of the field, or a pinch of righteousness between their fingers, and a touch of golden anointing oil from their right hand, mixing bread for their sons, reading Proverbs to them each day. This is the first pouring of the oil into all their little treasured vessels. Yea, each little angel of light, that innocence has not been stolen or drinking down or eaten with great delight. Yea, may all those that do such things receive a millstone the size magnified by a number only Yahovah himself knows. He tied up round your neck the way that you did the babies of righteousness in the days of Hanukkah of old, for your wickedness unrepented. The burning in our heart, the mercy in our words this day, that you may repent. The whole earth, the mighty one of Israel, wants the whole earth to turn away and find the beautiful gate in the Spirit. Yea, that the sultans of swing, yea, those crafted stone masons of old that blocked that double-wide gate, remember always, when they come in their carnal mind, they have Satan in their right hand. And when you have the Mashiach hidden inside the hidden right hand in your heart, then you can see these things upon the earth. And the hearing of the word and the washing of your feet, the grapes of wrath coming forth, yea, with the sure mercies of David, yea, and all his wives. How many did he have? Yea, what did he entrust to his son? Yea, let us all hope that Solomon's wives had their Washington tubs, yea, having their feet in them, beckoning all those that had once came inside to come and get their feet washed before the King that has forgiveness for us all, that by his merciful hand and our merciful hand, two as one, a thin red thread in a window, blowing in a gentle breeze, with the wanting of a song within your heart, built by Mashiach this very day. Yea, mighty friend. You called in your trouble, and we have come to rescue you, spotless Lamb. Yea, your sin offering seen by the Father, your repenting, yea, your turning away from the Grinch and Santa and all the pagan works of darkness, yea, the sucking of peppermint sticks, Cain's rod that hooks around to hang upon the pagan temple was silver and gold, yea, for the children, their wickedness seen, yea, let their curse be upon their faces, that a shameful thing would be known by all. We proved you at the waters of Meribah. Yea, they come, and yet we await for those that abide. Hear, O my, O the people of mighty Yahushua HaMashiach, the one in each of our hearts, the one that helps hold the stake of the tent as the hammer comes down and the tabernacle goes up. Yea, in the glory hidden in the right hand by the brightness of the 7 spirits in his right hand. Yea, potter's clay in the Father's willing vessels. Almighty Father, send forth Yahushua HaMashiach at your perfect time into each of our hearts, as we, those that have received the seed that are written in the Lamb's book of life, that we, our vessels, that sacrificial water within them, that miry clay and iron, yea, at the bottom, that little swampy place with the hole, yea, where wickedness comes in and out of, slowly seeping the cracks in the wall. The snake shows his face in the wickedness of the men, yea, appearing to be righteous before all. This abomination upon the earth, yea, let there be a spring of hope seen in their hearts, a mystery, or let them bear that yellow star like in days of old. Yea, have you seen that? Do you know what happened? Yea, a Jubilee time ago? Yea, maybe longer, maybe shorter, maybe never poking out again. Yea, a pomegranate, yea, ringing in the ears, yea, a high priest of the temple, yea, her hand hidden, pouring forth the oil, yea, her linen, yea, seen burning in the menorah, dipped in oil. Yea, she pours until there are no more willing vessels. Yea, each one filled with delight. Yod He Vav He, spiritually written with the sword of the word. Yea, the bleeding of the blood on their forehead. Yea, and never at the tip of their scepter. Yea, or the scent of the ocean never seen. The rotting of the flesh. That place of death upon the earth. Yea, let us live for 1,000 years as Adam and Eve. Each willing vessel, too, is one with the Mashiach. That God force, that particle that's in each molecule within each vessel, that knowing that say, come within me, yea, and circumcise my heart, that I can burn each morning in the delight of your word, in the piercing of my veil, the slaying of the beastly nature within us all. Who brought each ewe and goat out of Mystery Babylon? Open your mouth wide, and he, yea, the everlasting glory will fill it up. Not in your wicked carnal mind, but in a spiritual mind set free, an everlasting, eternal spirit, returning home like the prodigal son, yeah, weeping, jealousy, yeah, a thin red thread around us all, a three-bound cord, yeah, Jacob, hands crossed, Manasseh and Ephraim, only the angels of heaven know the mystery of heaven coming forth, and the angels of light, yea, those humble bondservants that have made themselves transport carriers of the divine presence, humble vessels, yea, sacrificial offerings, like clay vessels full of water, touched by the Spirit of everlasting glory, that hope of glory. Yea, hope is but an evidence, yea, of our faith. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for, yea, the evidence of things unseen. Yea, they are brought forth from the third temple in your heart, in the heaven in your heart, by the will of the Father and the righteousness of the Son that only does the Father's will and not the will of the carnal nature, the will of Satan, the pyramid, tip, yea, sucked as a baby's breast milk, yea, that brings forth the rod of Cain in the mouths and wombs of us all. You are forgiven. You only have to believe you can be. And all that garbage in your mind, brother, all that wickedness in your heart, the washing of the word each morning, and the hope of glory in your heart. Yea, and that hope comes but by one way, that your mother's love, pouring that oil, her love into you, spotless lamb, that you, yea, that your white lamb skin, your foot washing in the places unseen by, yea, the Sabbath days, yea, what her mama did, yea, but we gonna do it on the new man, yea, with the kingdom of light and inside. The truth that sets men free. Oh, but our people, they would not listen to our voice. And Israel did not obey, the spirit of Mashiach coming forth in Ephraim's heart. For they know not the word in their blindness. Let the lion chain his mouth open, and let the washing of the split rock, the roaring of the lion, the lion's whelp, let it be heard, the mystery of the anointing of the fathers for this moment in time, a revelation in the word at Yahovah's perfect time. Oh, that our people would listen to us, that spiritual Israel would walk in the ways of everlasting, away from mystery Babylon upon the earth. Yea, we would quickly subdue their enemies and turn our hand against their adversaries. Those who hate Yahovah would pretend obedience to him, and their time would be forever. Let each one be led away in the measure of their works, yea, in the whiteness of their hair, that the word would be made true. And those that deny the truth and love the lie more than the truth, yea, may their unhewn stone and hair yet to find the top of the mountain, yea, hacking the reeds in the shallows, that the redness of the sea would part and be seen until our enemies, yea, would come forth, and the redness of the sea would crush them. But we would feed each of you, spotless ones, with the finest of the wheat, yea, and with honey, yea, from Yahushua HaMashiach, the rock of our salvation. That spirit, that great temple light that did the will of the Father and created all things, yea, even the Luciferian light that blinds the whole earth in the rising of this carnal sun. Yea, let them see the truth. Yea, let that double vision, yea, that double-mindedness seen, let it come forth. Yea, in the Father's perfect time, two as one, repented. Yea, their seed taken. Yea, their door opened and shut by Mashiach and not by men. Yea, that they would have this mustard seed, yea, and never eat that ham sandwich, yea. What was it called? Grey Poupon? on your ham sandwich? Yeah, that BLT. Oh, the crispness of the bread. Yeah, the buttery, savory flavor, beckoning. Yeah, the ignorant that eat at the hog trough. Yeah. Cast not your pearls from the deep. Yeah. Do you understand? Cast not your pearls like swine that eat at the trough. That your tree would be 2 as 1, not 3, 2, 2. Some cryptic number twisted up in carnal hell, only truly revealed by Zaddiks and righteous that have received the knowledge of the truth. Yea, but they would dare not reveal, for the carnal word understood by carnal minds, yea, is what brings forth Satan's right hand upon the earth. Make sure the light within you comes not from darkness, brother, for your lustful carnal mind and for the pit of hell, yea, and the wickedness of the emerald ocean, the scent of the sea, yea. May your shaving of your beard be a witness against you. Yea, and with honey from the rock we would satisfy each of you. God takes his stand in his own congregation. Yea, he judges in the midst of all the rulers, yea, slave and free. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? And show partiality to the wicked. How long indeed is your thrusting going to go forth? We've had just about enough, and that member is going to be cut off. Yeah, the 14th one, the fish would feast and never come forth. Their wickedness, their sin unrighteous, ruining our great nation. Yeah, perverting the promised land. Yeah, making our eagle's talons with 2 heads. Yeah, not knowing which way to go forth. Yeah, seek the truth, yeah, given by your mother's love in your heart. Perhaps love never seen, that the tears, yea, from the clouds of heaven, the rain upon each of you in the early morning before dawn's early light. Let us make ourselves ready. Let the indwelling of the everlasting glory, yea, perfect us heart and mind. Wise master builder, yea, each of us let the perfect work be done in our hearts. That the tabernacle once built by David would now be built by his sons, yea, everlasting in our hearts, a spiritual Israel, yea, high priests, each and every one. So let us vindicate the weak and the fatherless. Let us sing joyful words and hear them from our children's hearts. Do justice to the afflicted and destitute. Rescue the weak and needy. Deliver out of the hand of the wicked all who suffer by their spiritual wickedness in mystery Babylon upon the whole earth. You, spotless lamb, little billy goat, ye that love the lies more than the truth, those lies inherited by our fathers, spoken and unspoken unto each of the sons and daughters, yea, coming forth, all that are asleep. All the virgins are asleep. They are all whores of mystery Babylon. Spiritual wickedness is what I speak of. Their carnal mind will come to kill me in rage for their spiritual wickedness, that they holler and scream and raise their voice in their carnal mind to protect you from knowing. But their nakedness is seen by us all. 1948, Israel came forth. Yea. And those 70, that one who stood, yea, with the scroll on his side, he has recorded every step and breath each of our souls could ever hope for the truth. For they do not know, nor do they understand our words. They walk about in darkness, their names not written in the Lamb's book of life. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. We say, you are gods. Little gods who worship demons. Does not your own mystery word say you are gods? Is not this the original sin of Satan himself? Oh, if you eat it, you surely will not die. You'll become as gods. You'll know good and evil. Let us return back into the garden and know only good, and put the wickedness of carnal men, yea, those that build carnal temples upon the earth, let their shame be seen by all, for they are the spiritual assassins, yea, that do spiritual wickedness in mystery Babylon. They are eunuchs that hang silver and gold upon Yule tides like Yule all. They twist the word of mystery into inequity and lead you around slaves, holding their bridle as they sit upon your horse as you lead them around. Let those crustacean towers be stomped under our feet. A baton rouge in our hand. Looking, we put our rod into their sacred clay vessel, and we turn the water within it into wine by the redness, of the baton rouge upon their hearts and in their minds, thrusting, churning like butter, the milk, that the cream would come to the top, and the churning and the burning within each willing vessel's heart would be as good seed in the valley. That the beautiful gate would open as wisdom, and that you would thrust yourself into her to the hilt each morning, into that place between her pages, the Mashiach revealed that you are to place your blade. Yea, this is the way that you and the eyes go in the fourth watch each day. Not by our knowledge or carnal mind or power, but by the seeing from the top of the mountain, the crests of the ocean, the white caps that bring forth the salt from the depths of the sea. So the word in Psalm 82 says, the eyes say, yous are gods, and all of yous guys are sons of the Most High. Nevertheless, you will die like men and fall like one of the princes of the air. Arise, Almighty Yehovah, judge the earth, for it is the yous who possesses all the nations in the right hand hidden inside. Oh, Father, may each of the mothers of heaven, each queen of heaven, each Cajun queen, Bahama Mama, oh, Mississippi queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi queen, yeah, you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. Oh, Mighty Yehovah, do not remain quiet in the hearts of the righteous. Yea, do not be silent. And, O Mighty Yehovah, do not let your sun be still in our hearts. For behold, yea, all of your enemies, Mighty Yehovah, they are making an uproar. Yea, the witch of Endor, wielding her wickedness in both her hands, spewing blood from her mouth and womb. Yea. Oh, may her 14th part never be found. burning, the smoke of her rising wickedness would be that peace she would never find rising. Yea, those who hate us, mighty Father, have exalted themselves upon your creation. They make shrewd plans against your holy people and conspire together against your treasured ones. They have said, "Come and let us wipe them out as a nation, that the name of Israel be remembered no more. For they have conspired together with one hive wicked mind." Against you that make a covenant. The tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites, Moab and the Hagrites, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, Priscilla, and with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assyria also has joined with them. They have become a help to the children of Lot. Selah, mighty Yahoshua. Deal with them as with Midian, as with Sisera, Jabin at the torrent of Kishon, who were destroyed at Endor, who became as dung for the ground. Yeah, Jezebel's spirit, why do you put up with her in your churches? Make their nobles like Oreb and Zeeb, and all their princes like Zebah and Zalmunna, who said, "Let us possess for ourselves the pastures, the green meadows of mighty Jehovah." Oh, my God, make them like the whirling dust, like chaff, before the wind, like fire that burns the forest, and like a flame that sets the mountains on fire. So pursue them with your tempest, and terrify them with your storm. Fill their faces with dishonor, that they may seek your name, O mighty Jehovah, the Eternal One, the everlasting glories, Father, the Son, glory of evermore. Let them be ashamed and dismayed forever, and let them be humiliated and perish. Humiliated, and let them be humiliated and perish. Yea, a faithful second witness, Psalm 35 and 4. they that may know that you alone, whose name is mighty Jehovah. Yea, the unknowable God revealed only by the glory, the everlasting glory made flesh by the living word and a Father's heart. Yea, in this upside-down world, yea, the love of the Son, by the love of seen by their mother, given upon their right hand as their Father unlocks the last lock. Yea, the mystery of heaven, yea, of who we, the us, the mystery of heaven really are. Yea, may we all be forgiven in our moments. Yea, that the will of the eternal Father would finally come forth and be done. Yea, not until the goodness of the livestock, that wickedness would stay on one side of the river, professing that they know all in their right hand of the river as they look into the north. Oh, how lonely are your dwelling places, mighty Father. Yea, let there be, yea, 7,000 Elijahs birthing, yea, Elishas in a number magnified by the mighty one of Israel alone. Oh, mighty Jehovah, in the everlasting glory seen, the Lord of the Bible, Yahushua HaMashiach, the one they craft, that you would never know the truth, that you would worship their demons and their gods, and not the true God of Israel. And his everlasting glory, that eternal Son that is the image of the Father, the hidden right hand inside that pours the oil in the children's mouths like little birds in the nests of old. Oh, our soul longs and even yearns, yea, for the courts in the valleys raised and the mountains lowered. Yea, my heart and my flesh, yea, let them both sing for joy to the living word, yea, in each of our hearts. That the bird, yea, freely given, yea, that they may be perfected next time around. Yea, the bird has found a house, a home, a nest for the eagles. Yea, let them be lifted up on mama's wings. You know, that's why The eagle, the mama eagle, is so much bigger than the daddy eagle. But yet you only see the daddy eagle. Yeah, but the mama eagle, she is the one that seals the hatch and brings the brood upon her shoulders, flying from the heavens and the mountains across the sea. And that as they go forth together, mother and pouring the oil in the little birds' mouths, that as she brings forth the fish of the sea, that her talons would be washed as the scales upon the fish, yea, are brought forth. And the swallow, yea, a nest for herself, where she may lay her young, yea, and feed them the way a mother feeds her young, that loves them with a truth beyond all understanding of a carnal mind. Even your altars, Almighty Yahovah of hosts, our King and our God, how blessed are we, ye those who dwell in your, yea, in our house with you in the third temple, yea, and commune in the tent of meeting forevermore. Oh, how blessed are those who dwell in the house of Mighty Yahovah, yea, with the hope of Yahoshua HaMashiach in their heart. They, yea, these are ever praising the you of the Lamb of us. Selah, Selah, mighty Yahovah, hallelujah, Hoshua, our King. Yea, how blessed is the man whose strength is in a you hidden inside, the Mashiach, and whose heart are the highways. Are you a highwayman? Are you a builder? Yeah. 2 sticks bound, being groovy with a red thread in a window. Yea. That wicked place of Mystery Babylon. Round and round we go, 7 days like 7,000 years. Quiet, and then blasting and shouting for joy, brings the stone temple and the pagan gods down. Yea, rubble. That's why there's so many rocks in Jerusalem. So many piles of filthiness. Yea, carnal men throwing rocks, for they know not the truth of the living God. They only know destruction and death, for they lust for the pit in the afterlife, 70 virgins, or some foolishness like that, never knowing the temple service of Samuel, yea, and the pomegranate, yea, a tree that stands between the two olives, the two olive trees, yea, laid upon in that day long ago. Yea, mighty Father, passing through the valley of Baca, they make it a spring. The early rain also covers it with blessings. They go from strength to strength. Every one of them appears before mighty Yahovah in Zion. O mighty Yahovah, God of hosts, hear our prayers, not those that pray for innocence. Innocence of blood, that they twist your mysterious word to deceive and bind in a lustful nature all the Catholics, where the truth comes from, the universal life church. They had the truth, and then the wickedness and jealousy of carnal men, yea, to prove unto all the wickedness of all their rulership, they slew the whole earth of righteous men and not wicked men. For 400 years, and the glory of God was lost by all, and all have been asleep all these hundreds and thousands of years. Just these last couple of days, y'all. Glad you're finally waking up. Time to get up out of bed, turn back around, and make your bed, boy, and change the world with the hope of glory, in the spiritual name of Yahovah, Yod He Vav He, written on your forehead this day, your faith in the Word, your searching for truth, and the first, when you rise, slaying the beast in your heart. It's the only beast you need to slay. And if they come for you, then the one that lives inside of each of us, each willing vessel of glory, that wait for wickedness to come. And then the swords are brought forth by Yahoshua HaMashiach, and he puts one in their heart and one in the tabernacle of their mind. And they tremble and quake and work their salvation out, or they're led away in the darkness. The lake of fire prepared for them between the first and the second time around. O mighty Yahovah, God of hosts, hear our prayers. Give ear, O God of Jacob. Selah, truth in our hearts, valley raised, the Red Sea parted no more in a carnal way, reeds hacked, laid asunder, the Red Sea parted the water stands on the right and the left, that all those that believe can go and stand on the rock, yea, revealed at the end of the narrow way. And that those that would rage in wickedness to come, yea, all those that we stand on the rock and wait for, yea, let the washing of the word be upon them all, the sword of glory, yea, in their hearts and minds, singing, Selah. Behold our shield revealed, O mighty Jehovah's everlasting glory, and look upon his face, the face of an anointed Son filled with the hope of glory, yea, the indwelling place of Mashiach, yea, around the whole earth, yea, in the Father's perfect time, yea, and by the anointing of the Word and their love for it in their heart made flesh, that Son reveals the Eternal One, yea, in the Tabernacle of David. And they, as wise master builders, do the Father's bidding in heaven within their heart and begin building the third temple. And in about 1,260 days or so, there's 30 that are coming with that. Let them be as latter rain. Yeah, 1969. Yeah, a jubilee time bringing forth truth, mercy for the merciful, and justice for us all. For a day in your courts is better than 1,000. Do you hear that mystery, mighty friend? This is not a tennis court. This isn't little yellow balls pitched with the left hand and hit with their right-handed rackets over a net with an ace serve every day. Far from it. Or the piety of those that sit in the stands and the shaded eyes that they portray. For a day in your courts, yea, one day, let this day in the courts be as 1,000 years with you, mighty Father. And let this 1,000-year millennium, this seventh day coming forth that we are preparing for this day, yea, be as this day of judgment, yea, in the courts of heaven, at those outside in the outer court would bring their offering upon their own altars and be washed in the laver by the word burning in their hearts. We would rather stand at the threshold of the house, yea, of mighty Yahushua HaMashiach, yea, first as a tabernacle covered with the truth and a faith beyond understanding, building two as one with Mashiach in heaven and upon the earth. Yea, that we would rather stand at the threshold of the house of our God than dwell in the tents of wickedness. Yea, their covering of some other porpoise skin. Yea, not a dyed, white, circumcised tool covering bag, with tool placed in the molten fire of the burning bush, that the blackness of the oil in the land would not be from the pit, but be as gold, yea, and silver, yea, ways of righteousness and truth, spoken as a sword from the word of truth. Circumcising, let each Elijah's spirit circumcise hearts and minds. Yea, that the day of our reckoning, yea, our fourth watch, yea, let us walk upon the earth everlasting, eternal, yea, in the Mashiach's kingdom, seen and unseen, in the ways of the earth and in the ways that brought forth, yea, temples of old. For mighty Yahushua, his Father, yea, our Father, for mighty Yahovah, our God, yea, is like the sun in the sky and a shield in our heart. Not as pagans rule and reign upon the earth in this day and time, yea, but as chip monks, yea, that stand in righteousness and truth. Yea, the mighty Father's finger on the button, writing Torah upon your heart, that it could be spoken by the everlasting glory of his Son in the tabernacle that cleanses. Yea, that you would come out of that wilderness place, yea, that porpoise skin, yea, that revealing and diving to and fro, in and out, yeah, that you would rock side to side with locks removed, yea, in honor of your mother and by the glory of your Father's whisper, yea, the whistling in the willow by the brook. Mighty Yahovah, his everlasting glory sent forth in his image, gives grace and glory, yea, to those that have the mustard seed. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly upon this creation. Yea. O mighty Yahovah of hosts, how blessed is the man, yea, that leads his household, yea, in the trust of your truth, the living word made flesh in heavens and upon the earth. O mighty Father, Let there be mercy upon the nations. Oh, let the choir director in each of our hearts sing the psalm for the sons of Korah this very day. Yea, let the merciful hand of everlasting glory be in their hearts and minds, singing, preparing for the Sabbath day. O mighty Yehovah, you showed favor to your land. You restored the captivity of Jacob. Yea, you made tears fall from heaven on cheeks, yea, on their faces. Yea, you, mighty one, like a lamb freely given, forgave the iniquity of your people. You covered all of our sins. Selah, everlasting glory, a mustard seed of hope, a right hand hidden like the seed in days of old. You withdrew all your fury, your rod of iron upon the earth. You turned away from your burning anger. O restore us, O mighty Yehovah, yea, with your everlasting glory, our salvation, a rock once rejected, now set firmly in New Jerusalem. Yea, let our knees fall upon this rock and build in heaven and upon the earth. Restore us, O mighty Yehovah, yea, that Yahushua HaMashiach, our rock of salvation, would be in our hearts and cause the indignation toward us to cease in your perfect time, Father. In your mysterious way, will you be angry with us forever? Will you prolong your anger, yea, unto all generations? Will you not yourself revive each of us in the tabernacle of David once again, that your people may rejoice in a ewe, a gentle lamb, a blood covenant dying, the white ram skins, the white lamb skins that have become rams with ribbons of white around their necks and not drips of blood from the sword of death. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, Hoshua. Will you not yourself revive us again? Incline your ear to our cry, mighty King of the Sabbath day. We come with tears in our eyes, yea, a hammer in our hand, the left hand holding the nail of all time. Maccabean swinging that hammer, piercing the veil of the earth for all time. Raising the tent of meeting, the blackness of the goat hair covered by the redness of the wine. the badger skin of old, rooting deep within the hole, brought forth many colors, sons of everlasting gold, colts of many colors, brothers of light, 12 in all, rays of hope with a covering around them. They sat in the tent of meeting as in days of old, beckoning those in the wilderness, those thirsting in the wilderness and the deserts. Come and wash 7 times, drink in the sea, walk across the Galilee this day. Yea, for our soul has had enough troubles in this life of mystery Babylon, and may our life, yea, has now, yea, the life drawn near to Sheol. O Korah, let your toes, your hang ten be known. Yea, your surfer, your shaven head. Yea, and what those things bring forth. A carnal seed in the heart. Yea, in the womb of mystery Babylon. Let the sword of truth plunge into the word in the 4th watch. At the glory of the eternal, yea, the washing of the word, the revelation that it comes forth, reveals that eternal, unknowable one, professed to be worshipped, when the wickedness of mystery Babylon was known by 1/3 of them, yea, 200 principalities thrown upon the earth, having Michael beaten them, Yahushua's sword in their heart and in their mind, and all the elect host of heaven, they drug the legions from the 2 swords of the seraphim. Yea, the brightness of his coming, the glory above the Ark of the Covenant. As the elect hosts slide the legions from the blade of the word at the Father's, the eternal Father, mighty Yahovah's perfect time, that we could rule from the clouds of heaven and reign upon the earth, upon the mustard seed set in the hearts this day, and reign and rule for 1,000 years in mercy and truth. Oh, we are reckoned among those who go down to the pit. We have become like men without strength, forsaken among the dead, like the slain who lie in a grave they prepared themselves, whom you remember no more, and they are cut off from the hand of goodness and mercy. Only their left hand do they rejoice. You have put us, yea, in your lowest pits. You have your dark places in the depths. Yeah, those very depths you worship. Your wrath has rested upon us. Yea, and you have afflicted us with all your waves. Yet we stand radiant and magnificent in glory, perhaps like Lot, an only righteous man left. And we speak to that Cajun queen as we leave Mystery Babylon in the days of destruction. Look not back upon her. Yea, that the salt upon your lips would not be thrown out into the street on the Sabbath day, making your table a stumbling block this day, forever, as a forever this day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years a forever. For this day, this word made true, first in the natural, then in the spiritual. You have removed the acquaintances far from us. You have made us an object of loathing to them. We are shut up and cannot go out now. Our eye has wasted away because of affliction. We have called upon the ewes every day. Yea, O mighty Jehovah, we have spread out our hands to you, unseen ones upon the earth, as the angels in the days of old. Will you perform wonders for the dead? Will you make them raise? Will you, yea, departed spirits, rise and praise you? Is that what you seek? Will your loving kindness be declared in the mercy of the grave, the calmness of the emerald ocean, or in the raging of the Red Sea? Your faithfulness in Abaddon? Mystery Babylon? Will your wonders be made known in the darkness, and your righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? Oh, let the eyes, Almighty Jehovah, that have cried out in humility, justice, and truth this very day for you, that you may help each of us in your mysterious way, giving your Mashiach in our hearts, that mustard seed in our mind, at the beautiful gate, Mashiach alone would open, and no man would close, and close, and no man would open. Almighty Yahushua HaMashiach, why do you reject their souls? The souls of the wicked, who believe they do work of the righteous, the blindness of their eyes. Do you hide your face from us? Or do we hide ourselves from you? The eyes were afflicted and about to die from our youth on. We suffer your terrors. We are now wickedness that has been overcome. Your burning anger has passed over each of us. Those that are righteous and true. For your terrors have destroyed us. Our fear of you, mighty one, has brought this day forth. This day of trembling and fear, or day of great anointing and rejoicing. Let us sing. I just want to celebrate another day of living. Oh, I just want to celebrate another day of 2 sticks in my hand. A red thread like the sands of eternal time. Oh, they have surrounded us like water all day long. They have encompassed us all together. Yea, the darkness, the depths, monsters never seen. Yea, let us go and save them from themselves. Our acquaintances in darkness, yea, words of truth and mercy, yea, let them call the righteous forth.